Chris Berman is ready to go, too, for one last time. Here's the final Super Bowl edition of the 2-minute drill.
The Swami at the Super Bowl. I mean, it's hard to believe, but the Swami has been to 35 of them now. I can still remember my first one, Super Bowl 16 in the tropical Silverdome. Back then, media day, you could do things like this with the 49ers front four.
So when the ball is snapped, Anderson sees this.
Welcome to the Super Bowl.
That would end up being the first of 4 Super Bowls won by Joe Montana, and for San Francisco, their first of 5. Interesting that in my Swan Song Swami, storyline number 1, will the Patriots win their 5th and their 5th Super Bowl behind B&B? Not bed and breakfast, bread and butter. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady.
I just was in the right place at the right time and came here when Coach Belichick did, and just had so many great teammates over the years, and we're so well coached, and you know, it's great to be the quarterback for this team. So I don't take that for granted one bit.
Brady's Super Bowl heroics are legendary, none greater than the final drive against Seattle 2 years ago. He was 8 for 8, hitting the Pats' all-time leading postseason receiver Julian Edelman for what turned out to be the winner. Atlanta coach Dan Quinn was the Seahawks' defensive coordinator.
Does that help you and the Falcons prepare because you saw it?
You know what you're capable of going against, and when he gets hot and gets going, he can be so difficult to defend their entire offense. The way they feature the players, the receivers, the running backs, the tight ends. So we know we have our work cut out for us, but honestly, it's a challenge and a matchup we're fired up to be a part of.
The headlining offense in Super Bowl 51 is the Atlanta Falcons. 8th highest total ever, 540, 80 more in 2 playoff games. My favorite Atlanta number, though, is 13, as in receivers hit by Matt Ryan for touchdowns, NFL record.
Now, of all the things you and the Falcons have done, I kind of think that's the coolest. Do you?
I do. It's a team deal. You know, we've had so many different guys step up for us throughout the year. You know, when their number's been called, they haven't hesitated, and they've gone and made some plays. And it's a fun stat that we can all kind of celebrate it.
He completely focused on this team. He put all the noise aside, and I've never seen him ad-lib in the pocket. I've never seen him throw the deep ball, and that's because he put the work in.
It shows. You guys are having a blast, aren't you?
Having a blast, and it's fun to see it. I can see it in his eyes. He's never led better either.
What jumps at you the most, Bill?
How explosive they are, how many playmakers they have, and how good they are at execution. I think Coach Shanahan's done a great job with the offense, the balance of the offense, but they don't have many penalties. They don't turn the ball over. They don't make many mistakes. And they're hard to defend.
The highest scoring offense goes against the defense that allowed the fewest points. New England, 250, only 33 in the 2 playoff games. If they were scouting themselves, what would they see?
They make you earn it. That's one thing that we're going to do on defense. We're not going to. We don't want to give big plays up. We want to make guys work it. You know, if you're going to score on us, we want to make you drive 12, 13, 14 play drives. We don't want to give you 85 yards and 4 plays on a touchdown.
The way we play, the tackling from the secondary, the front doing their job each game, it's just buying into whatever that game plan is. You know, it's not, you know, 2 guys being the stars out there defensively that, you know, play great every game, and that's the only reason we win.
Yep, that Falcons offense is like a set of carving knives. The Patriots offense, kind of like a Swiss Army knife. Somebody different every week.
Based on how the game goes, if Dion is playing really well, he's going to start playing more. If I'm playing really well, I'm going to start playing more. You know, when it goes like that, it's not a selfish team at all, and we don't care who shines. We just want to get the wins.
And it could be this guy. We already discussed that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
The last Super Bowl in Houston, in crunch time, Brady hit Mike Vrabel with a tackle-eligible pass to help beat Carolina. Well, here we are again.
Could it be you, Nate?
Yeah, why not? Sure, I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be in the book somewhere, right?
I don't know I don't think it's in the books, but you know, why not draw it up right now? We'll run it.
How are your hands? All right.
Good enough. Yeah, why not?
Jake Matthews, Ryan Schrader, our tackles, they're pretty athletic guys, man. They can make a play on Sunday for us.
If you caught one, you get on the list, you know.
I don't know if I could do that, man. It's been a long time since I caught a pass.
In the Super Bowl, I've yet to do that, so maybe I'll lobby this week. You never know.
As new as this matchup is, Patriots against Falcons, there's something very old school about it.
And look who's here. Dwight Freeney from
Bloomfield, Connecticut. It's amazing. I've been chasing him since 1998. When I was in Syracuse, he was at Michigan, man. And we keep following each other. This is funny, but this is a great thing, man. He's a great player.
So many wonderful stories in Super Bowl 51. The first shot for veteran Chris Long.
I hope I can help the team win, you know, Part of playing here is being able to play whatever role you play. Week to week, it can change. So I'd love to just have an impact on the game. That'd be a blessing.
Pats fullback James Devlin from my alma mater.
We are ever true to Brown, for we love our college dear.
But none better than Falcons guard Andy Levitre's wife, Katie, getting a game ball from Coach Dan Quinn for delivering baby Lily after sitting through the playoff win over Seattle.
We gave Katie the ultimate toughness for going into labor during the game, not leaving the game, and then having the baby on later that night, well after the game. So the toughness goes Katie, then Andy, then down to the baby.
Katie's got a game ball. Do you?
No, and Lily has one too. I didn't get one yet.
Well, now, but there's one game left.
You're right. This could be the one that I earned one.
The Swami earned a game ball all season, 51-32. The playoffs, not so kind. Too many favorites mean not enough Swami wins. Now, the Super Bowl. The moment will definitely not be too big for the Atlanta Falcons. There's a lot to really like about this team. But I majored in history, and since we're on the brink of Super Bowl history for the Patriots, I see them keeping it lower scoring than you think. New England 27, Atlanta 21.
I wanted to ask you one question. Being the Natalie-clad Bill Belichick, that was one that I'm proud to have been tagged with by you. What are your top 3 nicknames of all time?
This is great. I get to answer a question from Coach. Well, if it's baseball, Bert Be Home by 11, because
is that over brown paper bag Bagwell?
Bertie Be Home by 11. Every parent said it. Every kid heard it.
Well, if you get to cover 35 Super Bowls, you get to see and experience it all. The football nicknames, by the way, Andre Bad Moon Rising, Eric Sleeping with Bieniemy. See you Sunday.